Marry me.
Metal Gear Online, in its most basic form, is a free online stealth shooter. It came packed with 2008's Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PlayStation 3. Gamers who pre-ordered the limited edition of Metal Gear Solid 4 were treated to a premiere beta. Prior to the beta though, Metal Gear Online's first incarnation was with Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence.
I don't want to buy portable ops. You can go to hell, Konami! I want to play Metal Gear Online!
It featured many differences from the modern Metal Gear Online, such as young Ocelot and others being as playable characters, pick-up flamethrowers, variations in game modes, and being on the PlayStation 2, some obvious cosmetic differences in the graphical department. The modern MGO also has a few throwback maps as a nod to the Dually Missed original. Teamwork is essential in Metal Gear Online. Now with 16 potential players instead of just 8, each with a unique skill set, there is a lot more happening on screen at one given time. If you're more accustomed to a first-person view perspective, you can now play the entire game through this style over third person, although it's not very recommended. Metal Gear Online is not without the typical Metal Gear charm. There's cardboard boxes, girly mags, and other silly series staples littered throughout. This isn't your typical online shooter. MGO has several colorful game modes outside of the tedium of TDM. Two of these modes put stealth camouflage as the focal point, team sneaking and stealth deathmatch. The latter is typical deathmatch rules, but with a catch. Everyone is invisible. Quietly lurking about, looking for floating guns, or listening for the sound of footprints makes the difference in life or death. To make matters worse, an orange wall centralizes all players on the map. Those that get left behind see their life drain, and all survivors find themselves eye to eye at the end. At the conclusion of each round, a level affecting plus or minus is rewarded. Base mission is a battle to control all bases on the map. Capturing a base is as simple as standing on it and waiting. The more members of your team touching the base, the faster it becomes captured. Setting C4 traps or using the tried and true rolling barrel can help protect your base from members of the opposing team. On top of guarding your captured bases, your spawn area base is at risk for getting injected with a virus known as a SOP Distab. SOP Distabs unleash an emotional attack on your team, rendering your teammates and yourself completely immobile for a short period of time. Capture mission can best be explained as follows. You got their duck, they got your frog, you want them back. Setting smoke mines will knock out the enemy trying to hold on to the Keraton and Gecko.
Sweet! I blew it!
To win the match, your team must hold on to either the Keraton or Gecko for a set period of time at your own base. In certain modes such as Team Deathmatch, an option to add additional weapons and gadgets becomes available. To get the more advanced gear, you must earn Drebin points by getting kills. Rocket launchers aren't cheap, you know.
Keep us inside the building on the first floor.
With the help of voice chat, theoretically, you'll know just where to find people to shoot with your ridiculously powerful DSR-1 sniper rifle. If that's not your bag, you can build up 20,000 Drebin points to unlock the most expensive item, the rocket launcher. Sneaking mission is a regular team deathmatch with a major stipulation. One player assumes the role of legendary Solid Snake. Snake uses Octacamo to sneak around and take out either team. The Solid Eye device pinpoints body heat, making it easier to sense oncoming opposition. The goal for Snake is to knock out enemies and steal their dog tags by tapping them. He does this by physical knockout or by using tranquilizer rounds. Unconscious enemies alert their team of a problem, so it's best to make quick work of your bounty. How visible Snake is determined by how well he matches the texture he absorbs around him through the octagon. Assisting Snake in high-traffic games is Otacon in the Mark II robot. He can use an electrical shock whip or even use an image of a scantily clad female to distract enemies. The Mark II can then deliver dog tags directly to Snake himself. The motive of the two teams battling is to simply kill Snake. Sneaking Mission is one of the highlights of Metal Gear Online and showcases the uniqueness of the game modes very well. With the optional expansion packs come randomized unique characters. Raiden can throw knives, deflect bullets, fall from high places, and slice people up with his sword. Fun to play as, but not so fun to play against. Meryl wakes up quickly and has a nice scope on her gun. Both she and Johnny make for very standard characters.
Damn it!
Mei-Ling can strike a pose to distract enemies, use a sonar gun to locate them, or unleash an air raid attack on a specific location on the map.
Fire!
To her discredit, she's an awful character to be stuck with. Vamp's abilities are quite unique. He can be killed and respawn right where he died. He can also slit throats, throw knives, and execute a wave of slices and stabs unlike any other character. He's also lightning fast.
My bad.
Liquid Ocelot has one of the more powerful guns in the game. He can also throw down enemies for an instant KO. Ocelot is able to use an emotion attack by finger banging the competition. The expansion packs include additional maps mostly made from scratch and others from locales in MGS4. Outer Outlet is a multi-level mall with enemy-infested corridors and a parking garage. Hazard House is a gigantic mansion under a perpetual thunderstorm. It features a dozen rooms and even a full ventilation system. The newest and possibly the last map is Icebound Inferno. This map is based on Snake's return to the ruins of Shadow Moses. The intense snowdrifts make this one more annoying than fun. Virtuous Vista is a grassland map and a sniper's dream. There are several other expansion maps, each one with different advantages over the other. Also with the expansions comes Survival Mode. Survival is, at its core, a random tournament mode only open certain days of the week. And if you're looking to win at this Survival Mode, well, think again. Unless you're very good, you cheat, or you have a good team, you'll be facing defeat before you taste victory. Many times. Survival is played for reward points that let you purchase in-game clothing to customize your character with. It may be hard to believe that a virtual pair of pants causes so much drama amongst the Metal Gear Online community, but it does. It definitely does. An online-only game relies heavily on two things: the actual game infrastructure and the people playing the game itself. Both of these things are sadly for the most part broken. In between intentional and unintentional lag, people will invisibly kill with a dead body glitch, among other exploits. A system of democracy results in non-stop restart and kick requests. Konami has inherently given mentally inept teenage boys control over their game. It's truly unreal that an intelligent game like Metal Gear Solid 4 can yield such immature, belligerent children like MGO has. Self-proclaimed pros will tell you what skills are okay, which ones aren't, and will cripple game modes just so they can level up their characters. MGO is a fine game, but it depends entirely on who you're playing with. It would receive a higher recommendation if paying for the good content in turn kept out the deplorable user base.
We don't glitch, and if you want to see that we don't glitch, we go one-on-one.
Unessential.